One morning, Raman was surprised to see a group of people on the road. A tall and stout man was being carried on a chair by four short and stout men. The procession was heading to the palace,
This is the mighty wrestler from a foreign land.
said a man who was also watching the procession. The wrestler called on King Krishnadevaraya. I am a sumo wrestler from Japan. I challenge the wrestlers of Vijayanagar to a fight. Hearing this, the wrestlers of Vijayanagar trembled. He's so huge. I don't think anyone can fight him, said one wrestler. It's like a chicken fighting a man. The king turned to his wrestlers. I'm sure you will defeat this wrestler from Japan. But the wrestlers hung their heads in shame. The king exclaimed, Is there no one who can save Vijayanagar's honor? The next day, King Krishnadevaraya had a strange visitor. His face was covered with a pot. Who are you? What is this nonsense? The man replied, Maharaj, it is me, Raman. Hey, Raman, I ordered you to not show your face ever again, shouted the king. But Maharaj, I am not showing my face to you. I have covered it. The king started laughing. All right. What brought you to the court? I want to take on the sumo wrestler, Maharaj, said Raman. The king was delighted to hear this. All right. First take off that silly pot, he ordered. Raman was relieved. He could now show his face to the king. The next day, Raman made a grand entry into the wrestling arena. He turned to the sumo wrestler and said, I'm going to do something with my eyes closed. Can you do the same thing with your eyes open? The wrestler laughed. No doubt about it. I accept your challenge. The winner will get 1,000 gold coins, announced the king. And the loser will have to wear this pot over his face, said Raman. The challenger laughed at puny Raman. He was confident he would win. Raman sat in a chair. He closed his eyes and signaled to his assistant. The assistant brought a bucket full of sand and threw it on Raman's face. Raman wiped his face with a towel and opened his eyes. He got up from the chair, bowed to the wrestler and said, Your turn. An attendant brought another bucket of sand. The wrestler shook with fear. Imagine all the sand in my eyes, he said to himself. The sandman took a step forward and raised the bucket of sand. No! Screamed the frightened wrestler. I accept defeat, Maharaj, he said meekly. Spectators waved and clapped. The challenger covered his head with an earthen pot. The king gave Raman a bag of 1,000 gold coins. I'm also offering you a job in my court. You will be one of my advisors. Raman bowed. He had saved his face and gained the king's trust. So that was the story of Raman's face saving formula.